already know where we starting at, dude. We had a big fight this weekend. Your boy Spencer Crawford versus Spence, and this is the result. No, we're not watching an episode of Martin. No, this is the actual face of Spence after the fight. What's your take, dude?
Man, I take that this fool better take his ass home and lock the door and cuss everybody out that told him to go out and fight that boy. That dude embarrassed this nigga. I can't even believe that this even happened. This was supposed to be like the fight of a generation, and it was like the ass whooping of a generation. I can't believe he talked so much shit, and then he came out and got dog mopped around the damn ring in front of all these viewers. This was a damn shame, man. Damn shame. What about you? Did you?
So, I'm new to being a fan of boxing. I started boxing as training like a year ago, and it got me into the sport a lot more. So I really be like more so into their fighting styles and how how they fight. And one of the things I noticed about this fight is that Spence is like he never lost a fight, right? They're both undefeated going into this. I think Crawford has a better record. I think he's 40-0 now. Forgive me if I'm wrong. I think Spence was 28-0 going in. Okay. And for somebody who's never lost a fight, who has knockouts, who is as big a name as Spence does, it was surprising to me to see him get handled with such ease. It was surprising, even with Crawford. It looked like he wasn't even really trying that hard. It looked like it was so easy for him, dude. Like some of his punches, because a punch, you don't really gotta try hard to hurt a nigga. If you just punch correctly, just a little bit correctly with the body, with the hips, with the shoulder, all that shit, you could do damage. And I saw Crawford doing that, and I was like, this is a masterclass on, control, breathing, technique. I'm like, this nigga is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like, and he wasn't as showboaty as a Mayweather. It was just business,
If this was like one of those dancing machines at the arcade, it'd been like perfect.
Yeah.
Every hit was timed like you couldn't even imagine.
It was too many type of hits that only happen once or twice in most fights. You know what I mean? Just nigga, the slow mo, his whole facial structure just whipped this way.
Man, one thing that I have to say about fighters is that I respect them for putting their body on the line. You're getting hit in the head repeatedly by people.
We gotta create a list of all the words that nigga you say incorrectly. I was about to say inappropriately. Me over here fucking up too. But all the words you say incorrectly, nigga. This shit. They're gonna sell a book, nigga, with all the words I can't pronounce. But hold on, let me see if I can.
I'm talking to him right now. Send him to the hospital right now.
Listen. I don't even want to hear that nigga talk. Just look at bro. Just god damn, bro. I should. The episode of Martin I'm talking about.
Everybody know what episode of Martin he's talking about. Pumpkin Man. Okay,
god
they didn't make this
damn.
Fool. They didn't drew new proportions on this fool head. Hey. All I know is that if my family was out there in the crowd, man, it's gonna be a hard one to come back from, man. They're gonna be telling you things that's trying to keep you positive, but at the end of the day, when you got an ass whooping. When you don't want no more. When they gonna ask this guy if he even want to do a rematch, he gonna say it with the least amount of confidence.
Hey, y'all want to see that? Everybody, y'all think that'd be a good fight? That's what I think is a bigger story. Yes, Crawford is the undefeated, champion, whatever, in 2 weight classes, whatever. Spence, how is he gonna bounce back from this, dude? He got his ass beat upon. How are you, as such a big name fighter, gonna bounce back and earn your respect? Because this is if you lose again after this,
I mean, he could be saying to himself, I trained improperly. I trained for a particular strategy. It didn't work. Let me go back to the basics and try a different strategy. He could tell himself this. And then he says, Crawford, hey, let's get a rematch. And Crawford's like, easy money, sure, let's do this. But
I'm hearing
way
people
he
don't
got-
want it though. I'm hearing
Nobody-
people do not want to see a rematch of this.
nobody want to see their little cousin get their ass whooped.
And you know,
nobody want to see that.
That was the interesting part about this fight, because going in, it was two respected fighters from our community, so it wasn't this huge like fuck the other sideness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what side you was on, I never felt this huge. Nah, we gonna whoop his ass. It was like, damn, I'm going for Crawford, but Spence ain't nothing to play with. You know what I mean? It was this mutual respect thing, and to see him get his ass beat so bad, it's like. That's kind of that's the bad part about having it's nobody to hate, because you feel bad that brother he got did like that.
That I don't broadcast. Losers can't relate, yeah, I talk shit just like a podcast.